So muscle burns 14 calories per pound of muscle, and fat only burns 2 pounds per pound of fat. So when you increase your muscle mass by feeding the lean protein, you're increasing your metabolism because you're increasing these little fat burning machines that have burned 14 calories in order to exist and continue and be fed. As we age, muscle mass decreases without exercise, so staying fit is a key to burning fat by keeping your metabolism high. Protein also leads to a much less rapid rise and fall of blood sugar and insulin, so you avoid the sugar highs and lows after eating sweets without adequate protein. Certain foods, however, provide a healthier source of protein than others. And that's really important. We're going to talk about the source of protein. I don't know if you guys have ever tried the Atkins diet. I certainly tried it. It was one of the 25 diets that I tried before I found Herbalife. And your brain really needs carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are not the devil. But there is something very special about protein just because it does build up your lean muscle mass. But it does really matter where your protein is coming from. If you're eating hamburgers thinking you're getting this great protein, you are getting protein, but unfortunately you're also getting cholesterol and lots of fat with that protein. It's not the best source of protein. So where you get your protein really does matter. So consider the source. You can obtain healthy sources of protein without high levels of saturated fat. For example, soybeans, nuts, and whole grains provide protein without much saturated fat and offer plenty of helpful fiber and micronutrients as well. If you're looking for yet another way to obtain healthy protein, vegetable sources of protein found in Herbalife's Formula 1 shakes are high quality and have lower calorie levels with virtually no added fat. Herbalife products personalize your daily protein intake to match your body's needs. With a variety of shakes and snacks, Herbalife's weight management program helps you build or maintain lean muscle while providing healthy weight management support. Okay, so obviously, like, I'm obsessed with Herbalife. It's awesome. The reason I love it so much, it took me a while. At first I was like, oh, I have to drink these shakes. But once I actually recognized the value of them, it was so much easier for me to do. One of the most important things about when you're dieting or when you're kind of trying to change your lifestyle to a healthier lifestyle that's going to build up lean muscle is you want to be sure that when you're reducing your calories, you're not reducing your protein and you're not reducing your micronutrients, or what we commonly talk about, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and trace elements, herbs, all those different things. So many times when you're reducing your calories and you're just using a calorie-based thing, you're not paying attention as much to the quality of your food. So one of the things that Herbalife does is they kind of do it for you. So I don't know if you're like very busy person. Most people in America are now. But it makes it easy. You just, you don't have to freak out and think about, okay, how do I balance this perfectly so I have the right ratio of protein like Vanessa was talking about. You just know, okay, I take my shake, I put my protein in, I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about it. So I'm going to show you a few products that I use every single day to help keep me healthy. First of all, obviously this is Formula 1 shake. This is mint chip, which is my all-time favorite. And they are about to run out. I guarantee you by St. Patrick's Day this guy will be gone. So make sure you get some. But mint chip, it's an awesome flavor. It's really easy to drink, so it doesn't feel like, oh, I have to drink this shake. It just feels like, oh, wow, this is delicious. And what I do is I do 2 scoops of the mint chip shake. And that will give you 90 calories and 9 grams of protein. So you notice it's a 10-to-1 ratio, which when you're starting out doing this, that's a really easy thing to keep in your head. It kind of regulates the fat grams as well as the carbs. All you have to do is really look at that protein to calories ratio, and it's about 10-to-1. That will really help kind of gauge things for you. Not to say that like fruits and vegetables aren't wonderful, because they absolutely are, but when you're looking at protein sources, you want to kind of stick with that 10-to-1 ratio. This is actually a healthy meal. A lot of people think it's a protein shake. It does have a great ratio, but it is a healthy meal replacement. It does have your recommended daily allowance of vitamins and minerals. It has a lot of stuff in there that I don't really understand. All I know is it makes you happy and it makes you feel good, so I drink my shake. The other thing is the protein drink mix. I add this in replacement of milk. I do 1 scoop of PDM, we call it. You can do it also as a snack if you want to. But one scoop of the PDM has 7.5 grams of protein and only 55 calories, which again, really good ratio, beefs up your shake a little bit and replaces milk. So you're not getting all the sugars and all the carbohydrates that are in milk. You can just replace it with a protein drink mix with the water, and it tastes really, really good. And then the third thing I usually add to my shakes to kind of beef it up, and guys especially, this is really important, but really for women too, like you don't want to be walking around starving all the time. If this combination isn't cutting it, which it really doesn't for me, then you add in your personalized protein powder. Personalized protein powder is actually pure protein. So it has 5 grams of protein and only 20 calories. So when you're looking for sources of protein, this is like, you cannot find this. Really, you can't. This is an absolutely amazing kind of source of protein. So this is kind of what I do every day, and fills me up for 3 to 4 hours, which is kind of what I'm looking for. Because like I said before, we want to eat about 5 to 6 times a day. So this is the shake. This is part of the healthy meal that I do. And I'm today just going to talk about the protein part of it, but there is other parts of it. But when you get to your snack time, everyone's always asking me, okay, so you say to do a lean protein source and then a fruit or vegetable. I understand fruit or vegetable, but no idea what to do with a lean protein source. Okay, so I live off of protein bars. I'm like obsessed with them. My favorites are citrus lemon and chocolate peanut. Vanilla almond is also very tasty. My daughter is obsessed with citrus lemon, as is my husband. And they're super good. They taste really good. You can have them for your snacks in the morning, in the evening. Sometimes when your inner brat's coming out at nighttime and you want chocolate, you can have a bar. So they're kind of that sweet treat. They really satisfy cravings if you're a big sugar fiend like I was, or I guess I am. They really do help with that, and they're a lean source of protein, which is really helpful. And then the other thing that I use from Herbalife that I really like, they're soy nuts, roasted soy nuts. They're chili lime flavored, so if you like spicy things or really flavorful or crunchy, I really like them. To me, they're really, really filling, which I like. I'm all about not being hungry. So I usually combine any of this stuff with a fruit or vegetable. Now, I know obviously sometimes we don't always have these on hand and we just can run to the grocery store, so I just wanted to give you a few examples of what I get at the grocery store. String cheese is this really special kind of cheese, mozzarella. It's a skim cheese, so it has more of like a lean, on a macronutrient level, it has more of a lean protein feel. So you can get string cheese. I really am obsessed with Greek yogurt. Just make sure when you buy Greek yogurt, don't buy junky Greek yogurt. Fage is fine. Trader Joe's is fine. Try and go for plain if you can. And then add your own fruits and berries. That's great. Just be careful of the ones that say, oh, it's Greek style or that kind of a thing. It's really not a good ratio. Again, keep looking at that ratio of 10 to 1 or better. 5 to 1 is fine, whatever you can do. But cottage cheese is also a really great one that I use. Another one we do a lot of is egg whites. If you're wanting to put on some muscle while you're doing this, egg whites are really, really helpful. It's a slow burning protein, so doing that in your shake like before bed if you want to do that, or just in the morning when you wake up is fine too. Egg white omelets to me taste great, and just put 1 egg and maybe 4 or 5 egg whites with them and it's great. You'll notice on there is a list of other foods that you can try. There's all kinds of different ones. Mainly what we kind of want to pound in is just be really aware and pay attention, because the key to reducing your size as opposed to just losing weight is making sure that you feed your body properly and give it the right combination. And I will post a picture of the effect of blood sugar so you kind of have a better idea of it. You don't just have to take my word for it, but we are really, really concerned about you getting your protein in. So if you have any questions, go ahead and post in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer anything that you have. And if you need any personalized questions as far as like how much protein you need or what your plan should look like, just go ahead and get with your coach and they will help you out with that. Otherwise, have an awesome week. Remember that you are on an amazing journey. It's never going to be perfect. It's just slow and steady always wins the race. So do the best you can every day, and then the next day get up and do a little bit better than that.